Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Omni viewer, and you probably have noticed by now that there is still no Godzilla vs. Kong trailer yet. If you're wondering why, well, Twitter may have provided a possible answer. You see, over on that site, Kaiju Conversation asked Trailer Track if they knew anything about when such a trailer would come out. Here's how it went. Kaiju Conversation asked, "Hey, I know you've been bombarded with questions about Godzilla vs. Kong. However, do you think the odds are high for a trailer this month given the release date doesn't change?" Trailer Track's response was, "Not at all. All major studio marketing is on pause now, save for films going straight to home. At the moment, don't expect anything until most US cinemas reopen in June/July, if they reopen, with the exception of Tenet, Wonder Woman 84, and Mulan if they stick to July." So that makes sense. You may have noticed that in addition to a lack of Godzilla vs. Kong in advertising, there's also been a general lack of advertising for all kinds of movies, barring those that are going direct to streaming. Because just like everything else these days, all advertising for big Hollywood productions is on hold. And yeah, that makes sense. If they want you to see a movie in a theater, they will advertise it in a theater so that you can make your plans accordingly. And look, you can give me all sorts of reasons and show me all sorts of trends about how the theaters are going to go extinct once this lockdown is over. And who knows, maybe you're right. But the funny thing about trends, though, is that they can change for any reason. And, to be perfectly frank, theaters have survived most of the things that were supposed to kill them before. But how accurate those models are is a completely different conversation. Right now, we can assume from this tweet and the way things are currently going that studios are still banking on theaters being open and people wanting to go into them once the country is back open and the lockdown is done. And if that's the reason we haven't gotten a Godzilla vs. Kong trailer, then that pretty much confirms that it's going to be in theaters. And I'm saying that because there have been a lot of doomsayers out there thinking it's just gonna go direct to streaming and that the studio has no faith in releasing it in theaters. And this was well before the lockdown, mind you. So at this point, a theatrical release is still clearly in the cards, and there's been no word about any further delays or change of release date for Godzilla vs. Kong. So at this point, unless there's a really drastic change, it's still going to release in November. Anyway, just letting you guys know so that if you've been holding your breath waiting for it, you can breathe again. It's gonna be a while. We don't have an official timeline for when the trailer's going to show up, probably sometime in the summer, but it will happen. Either way, that's the only real update we have at the moment, and I thought you guys would like to know. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni viewer signing off. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it as well as subscribe to the channel for more content of a similar nature. Also, check the description for links to our Twitter, DeviantArt, and Patreon pages, as well as the Amazon link for the novel Operation Red Dragon: The Daikaiju Wars Part 1, penned by yours truly. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support.